Okay, now next is about uniform circular motion. That is radius, you know that, and that full, if we are taking, that will be diameter. Then if we have to find out that velocity of this circle, then that is formula is same, distance upon time, and distance here in circle, that is taken as circumference of a circle. This, that is circumference. So that will be distance upon time means circumference upon time, and circumference, that is 2 pi r upon t. Then that in circular motion, if any object is moving, then at every point, at every instant, that velocity keeps on changing, the direction is changing. That means velocity is getting changed, and difference in velocity, that is acceleration. That means this uniform circular motion is also called accelerated motion. Then we have learned about equation of motion. There are three equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at, that means velocity time relation. S means distance is equal to ut plus half at square, position time relation. And here that position velocity relation, 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Then next is about graph. Here this is distance time graph, and when we are getting this straight line, it shows, that is straight line which we are getting in between, that is called slope, and this slope in distance time graph gives speed, and this is also called uniform motion. Then in velocity time, what we are getting from this straight line? Acceleration. The slope gives acceleration. And if it is like this, that means this distance time graph, if it is going straight, that means time keeps on changing but distance remains same at the same position. That means this is for that object is, or body is at rest. Then another we can show in between distance and time, and if we are getting this curve line graph in between distance and time, then we'll say that is non-uniform motion. And if this is velocity here and time, and if it is coming in this way from up to down, that means the velocity keeps on decreasing, and that is called retardation. What is it? Retardation. So in that way, different graphs you go through. Most of all we have discussed. Then next we have learned in this chapter about how to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. So I told you that short trick, directly you can multiply by 5 divided by 18. If you have to convert into kilometer per hour into meter per second, then do this, multiply by 5 divided by 18. And if it opposite of that, then 18 upon 5. So from bigger to smaller unit, 5 by 18, and vice versa. So in that way we can convert numericals. We have to convert sometime from kilometer per hour into meter per second, because SI unit of speed is meter per second. So if sometime we have to find out answer in meter per second, and if speed is given in kilometer per hour, then we have to convert this into meter per second. Okay, so like that we can do this conversion from kilometer per hour to meter per second, and meter per second into kilometer per hour.